Hello, people of the new earth. As we know, there's so many changes happening. So much so, we're nearly sick and tired of the word change, transformation, purification. I think the new word we should be saying is salvation. We need salvation now. So who is your salvation? Your mother, your father, your partner, your job. These are all things that eventually come to an end, eventually die. As we move in to a divine experience that a lot of sensitive, awakening people are experiencing, where it's almost a madness is happening inside and outside to make you choose a more deeper divine path. So there will be quite an eternal battle going on for the light workers and sensitive people. Because light is the most powerful substance, vibration, frequency there is. And when we talk about the word light, our mind can't perceive it because we look at the light outside. That is not the light. That is only what the eye is letting you see. Light is an experience because it is your substance. And even the word light is not the correct word for the substance of all that you are. It should be grace. Because grace is an experience. So we are being brought more to our grace, to our inner experience. Everyone is being brought to their knees in some way, to surrender, to give up what they're carrying, to give up what they think they want that they can never reach, to give up looking outside at others and wishing you had it. If you want to know the truth of yourself, it is inside you. Inside that suffering, inside the confusion, inside the vulnerability. Everyone has the answer to what they're experiencing. We're all the problem and we're also the solution. Now, if somebody is holding you physically, what is the solution? If you're not strong enough to fight back, then what is your solution in that moment? To surrender and detach. And give up the fight, to detach from the situation. to accept where you are in that moment, no matter how terrifying it is, if there's no escape that you can see, and accept it. You will pass through many fears, many doubts, many anxieties. But it's the only acceptance that can free us. If we're lying on our deathbed, the greatest thing that we can ask for is acceptance. The acceptance to what is, and that all the fears, all the suffering enter it. You see, we spend most of our life fighting ourselves, looking for the answers, blaming each other, hating each other, competition with each other. Because acceptance is the hardest battle we have between our divineness and our humanness. Because our created personalities through the fallen angel does not want us to accept. So in our resistance, we have suffering. And some of us may be very aware of the suffering, and others don't know why they're suffering. So we have to dig deeper. We have to search. We have to uncover. Anybody that is suffering on any level, there is an answer within you. And it is the journey of trying to discover this answer that then you discover yourself and the truth of what the Creator is trying to say to you. So if for a moment you can sit and say, I own everything that has happened to me, that is happening to me, and how I'm reacting to it. Even though all the parts of your body or your mind or your soul or your emotions are saying, no, 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 it's not my fault. This is not about fault. This is just about acceptance. So it's not about discussing it with your ego, because your ego will give you all the reasons why not to accept it. Even if it's somebody else's fault, accept that you're a part of that fault. So everything that I have stepped into in my life, good or bad, with others, I have to have the other half of it. Because I choose to be there. And that's taking your own authority. And in this amazing world that we're now in, of truth and amazing grace flowing in, humanity has matured, a growing up has happened. And you must find your true self in the Creator. Find your own way. Who is God to you? Is God trapped in religion for you? Is God separate from you? Do you not believe in God? Are you afraid of God? My journey with God started when I was brought up as a Roman Catholic. I didn't understand religion. I didn't understand what the priest was saying in the Catholic Mass. It didn't resonate with me as a child. There was no feeling for me. This is how I experienced it. I heard a voice inside me telling me to connect inward to God. So I started to listen inward because I couldn't connect with the outer messenger. It wasn't that the messenger was wrong. Whether he was wrong or right, I didn't connect with him. I only could connect with God through singing and music because there was no in-between person. It was like a river that opened up in me. And there was no rules. There was no blame or guilt or sin. There was just me and him singing. And I knew everything was okay. Even though in my physical life, my emotional life, it wasn't. But inside me I knew that everything was okay. So it was like a catch-22. So I had to go on my journey of life and still on it. To come to an understanding, why did I feel so okay that everything was just made up, but a part of me caught up in the made up story and reacting. So I was like the watcher of myself, watching the circus. And then I realized it was my divine spirit watching me, watching my human being in the circus. And I was watching myself learning, making all the mistakes or all the lessons, and still do. It's not about being good. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about knowing who you are, as in who you belong to. Can you allow yourself to belong to a higher power? Or has your ego controlled your life so much you need to be the powerful one? You need to have the last say. So the salvation is to know that you are a child of the Creator. And if life has stolen you from the Creator, if your schooling, your family, your nationality, your country, I think it's time for you to take your authority back and find your peace. We are now moving through the new cycle of Gemini, which means the cosmic twins. And Gemini is the thinking. How am I thinking? How do I think about myself? How do I think about others? How do I think about God? Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the messenger. What message are you saying to the world about yourself? Or how are you listening to the messages? Are you listening to the outside messages that people are trying to invade in you? The news, the negativities, telling you the world is so bad. So there's many messages coming through for people in this Gemini phase. There's a new thinking that is going to come true. There's a lot of ego being burnt away. And there's new belief system going to awaken in the light workers. Is it not that we want to have our own power? Not to overpower people, but to be powerful enough that we can empower people. Well, to have true power, you need to be connected to the main transmitter. And the main transmitter is the Divine Creator. And the Divine Creator entered earth as an earthly being named Jesus, so that he could walk along with us in the earthly realm. He knew what was put upon us. He knew the struggles. He knew the fallen angel was going to contaminate all his children. This is why he came down into the lower fields, to walk with us, and then to eventually die for us. But maybe this story is only a story to you. You don't really understand what salvation is. You don't feel that anybody could love you enough to die for you. I didn't understand that, because I couldn't understand the priest and the way he was speaking it to a child at 9 years old. So I had to find my own way, my own conversation with God. Because life is only about yourself and the Creator. Everything else is only temporary. Family, friends, partners, jobs, even the life. And we are being awakened. We are being awakened to really understand the vibration of grace. We cannot do and think and react the way we used to. It's not working anymore. The world can't handle itself. The world can't control itself. The energies are too powerful. So there's great power to be had by those that are ready to transform and to walk a deeper path of divineness. So how do you feel about yourself? That's not you. That's your ego. How do you feel about knowing you're a divine child beneath it all? Beneath you is a peace. Beneath you is a kindness. Beneath you there is a preciousness. You must go in beneath it all and find your own kingdom and detach and learn to not identify with the stories of life. They say angels take themselves lightly. They don't identify with anything. They're only messengers. And in this great time of the Gemini and the ruler Mercury, which is the messenger, why not try to be a messenger, not a connector, not an identification, but just to be a messenger, passing through. No agenda. So when you think about yourself and all that has happened in your life, and then you disidentify with it, see it as a stranger's life. And if somebody was telling you a story about their life, that you wouldn't connect so well if someone was telling you about their life, because you wouldn't be feeling it. Only they can feel it. So then it becomes real. It is our feelings that makes it real. So imagine if you could let go of the feelings. If you could let them just drop away. So close your eyes for a moment. And a gentle breath, let go in your feet. In a gentle breath, let go in your legs. In a gentle breath, let go in your tailbone. In a gentle breath, let go in your torso. In a gentle breath, let go to remember. To remember my inner grace. To remember my inner flow. To remember my beginning. To remember my Creator. And then say to yourself, I surrender my ego. I surrender my separation. I surrender myself. And a gentle breath. I am present. I am safe. I am aware. I am awakened. I am willing. And I breathe in love. I breathe through love. And I breathe out love. I offer love. To myself. I offer love to all my ego can't change. I offer love to every moment. Allow yourself to experience your love. It is peaceful. It is powerful. It is resting within you. It is flowing through you. All I need is love. All I am is love. And a gentle breath. And opening the eyes. You see, you know deep within you. You know it all. And the more you uncover, the more you clear, the more you enter stillness, the more you will remember. Imagine yourself as a garden that has many overgrown weeds, that is choking the flowers. A pond that is stagnant. Imagine how you have to pull the weeds out. How you have to get down on your knees. To clean the pond out. And many weeds grow continuously to bring us to our knees. To come back to the simplicity of life. We have too many things in our life. Too many distractions. Too many temptations. Too many vices. And the ego wants them all. So we never get the peace that we yearn for. Simplicity is resting in your own garden. To rest in the garden, you must first weed it, tend to it, and fall in love with it, and realize the importance of it. So in this Gemini cycle. We enter a full moon, a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius in a few days. A burning energy. A lot of sacred fires happening within us and around us in humanity. Many things coming to the world stage. Many veils being burnt off. More truths being revealed. Every day the truth just keeps coming. And it's beautiful. You shouldn't be shocked by the truth. We should be saying, praise be to God, the truth is coming out. Because we want to be a truthful people, a truthful world. Look for the truth in all situations. When you search for the truth, you'll find yourself. There'll be many distractions on the road, many temptations. Everyone falls into the temptation because we are human beings. The fallen angel is within us all. Some of us are aware of that and some of us aren't. I know because I've walked that journey. And we must become more vigilant, more aware of how he uses us, abuses us for his own gain, and then leaves us in the gutter. He moves through humanity. This is why he's called the beast. But he is only the lower self. He can never rise. And this is why it's so important that we as human beings learn to elevate, raise our consciousness, because that is our greatest weapon, our grace. That is our salvation, the Creator. So bypass the transformation, bypass the change, and rise up into salvation. There's many ways that you can do this. You can join my meditation cycle that will begin in June. You can join the free chat show with myself and Linda on Sunday the 30th of May. You can book through my website. You can have a one-to-one consultation through Zoom. You can have a photograph consultation. You can join one of the retreats. You can download my meditations. There's many ways that you can connect with me. The way we're connecting now. The way I've been connecting with my beautiful dog behind me the whole time. This is Charlie. Say hello, Charlie. Little Charlie. Yeah. Sitting in the energy. I'm his mummy. And that brings me to speak about mothers. You know, we have our divine mother. No matter what our belief system is, we are birthed through the divine mother's heart. And the fallen angel wants us to be angry with our own mothers. And if we're mothers, it wants our children to be angry at us. The fallen angel hates the energy of Our Lady because Our Lady is the most powerful force on the energy of the earth through the feminine. So the feminine is attacked every day, mother and daughter, every day. Remember that. And it is to the woman in us, the daughter in us, the mother in us, the child in us. If we can't talk to our mothers, if we can't talk to our daughters, pray for them and send them love. No matter what the situation. Don't let the fallen angel contaminate who you are truly. That's the power of the feminine. We have the power to create, the power to birth, and the power to love. Take your authority back. Know that there is a battle, and very much so, against the feminine with the shadow of this fallen angel. The female is his biggest threat. That means it's because we are the biggest power, because we can birth humanity. And also in the male energy, the female within the male is the biggest power and the biggest threat to the fallen angel. Remember that, people. So be mindful and pray for yourself, your children, the mother in you, or your own mother, no matter where they may be or how you feel about them, male or female. Use your feminine energy, your power, your creative power, and choose love in your prayers, in your inner conversation, no matter what your outer mind is trying to bring you. There is a battle. No need to be afraid. You've all inside you to deal with it. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your week. And from me and Charlie here, we say goodbye.